Are you struggling to put combos together in Anime Showdown? Well, my friend, the only solution here would be to actually take your life in the right direction by watching my ultimate no bullshit guide on how to combo correctly in Anime Showdown. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so I'm going to separate this video from beginner to advanced combos. So beginner is going to be right now, obviously. These are going to be the simple and easy combos. I'm trying to give you guys the maximum amount of value possible, right? So I'm probably going to have a tips and tricks later on in the video, probably near the end as well, so stick around for that. But the first combo you're most likely going to try out or do as soon as you spawn into the game is a simple M1 combo, right? So you just do what? 5 M1s, mink, and it's a knockback. So now let's move on to a little variation of that combo, and this time we actually hold space. You can do it honestly as soon as the first M1, right? So if you do that, you can kick the opponent right up into the air. Okay, so usually I like to do it after 3. 1, 2, 3, M1 in the air, and then yeah. So now that has 2 different variations to it as well though, right? So the first variation can be mink, 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 take him in the air, and then you can slam him down like that. So that's if you let go of space, right? But if you hold space while you're in the air, this is what it does. It's pretty much very similar to the regular M1 combo, except with the regular M1 combo, as you can see right here, if you knock them back like so, they have iframes for a second. Before he hits the wall, he has iframes. So you can tell if somebody has iframes if they have like a white outline around the character, right? So those iframes mean you can't combo extend off of it. You can't hit them at all. They're not gonna take any damage. They're not gonna nothing, right? So with the air combo variation of that though, as you can see right here, he doesn't have iframes, so you can actually combo extend off that. So if I'm Shinra, for example, I'll just do this, mink, 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 and then I'll do Devil's Foot, and you can kind of combo extend off that. You know, sometimes they can block that move especially, so you got to just be careful with it. But yeah, now moving on to the other variation we talked about earlier, the one where you slam down. Okay, so this one, I'll say it again, this is the one where you let go of space while in the air. So for example, if I do this, mink, 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 let go of space, kicks him down to the ground, right? So with that, there's plenty of different ways you can combo extend with that one right there. Okay, again with Shinra, there's already 2 or 3 different ways. So you can use the second move, do something like that, and as you can see, I could have also comboed again right there as well. So hey, like look, even right here, you can take him up in the air, fire axe, mink, you know, and then I could have also done Devil's Foot right there too. So that would have just been a whole other combo in itself, you know. So there's a lot of different variety that you can use with different characters. I'm only using Shinra right now, but imagine all the other characters in game with all this kind of variety. Now another combo you can actually do is pretty simple. It's like 4 M1s, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold space. Okay, and that one literally just kicks them right up into the air. Okay, so that move is going to be very, very useful for the advanced section. Okay, so keep this in mind right here. Okay, remember 4 M1s, hold space, M1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, M1 and space. All right, so now as you can see, I have switched to Gon, right? And I've switched to Gon for a very specific example, right? One of the other combos we're going to be getting into is the M2s, right? And M2s in this game are super, super useful. You can do a bunch of different things with them. And with Gon, they're extremely useful simply because a lot of his moves, as you can see right here, have like a weird amount of startup time, right? This move right here, startup time. This move right here, yeah, a little bit of startup time as well. So with that being said, when you do the air M1 combo, the regular air M1 combo that we just did earlier, a lot of his moves, yeah, they won't connect, especially because that was actually not the best example right there. But a lot of the times, once the opponent gets knocked down with the M1 like that, they can move instantly after, so they can get out of the way, block, whatever, right? So it's actually not super useful for Gon because his moves have such a large amount of startup time, they're gonna move out the way and you won't be able to hit them, right? So what you can do with Gon, and what works really well, is actually doing M2, right? So for example, M2 does break block, but it also takes a little bit of your ki, right? So you're gonna have to charge that back up, you know. I say that to say, if you do the same air combo, except as soon as you're in the air, you press M2 instead of M1, the knockdown makes it so the opponent can't get up for a little bit longer, right? So you can do something like this, mink, M2, and then I can do that, and they're stunned on the ground for a minute, right? So that's why the M2s are very, very useful, because it stuns the opponent on the ground much longer than the regular M1 air combo would. So if I do something like this, it's really useful with his rock move, mink. You know, they can't move for a little bit longer, right? So the only thing with that is it's a little bit more risky because other people can perfect block it, right? All right, so let's do this again, right? So M1, hold space, M2, like so. Right, so that's gonna be it for the beginner section. I feel like you guys kind of get the gist of it, okay? You can find some lovely combos with the air M1s, the air M2. There's a bunch of different things you can do with it, and it just depends from character to character. So you want to hop in training mode and just test it out depending on what character you want to main specifically. So yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the advanced section, okay? And now the advanced section mainly just consists of one combo, right? But this combo is very hard. Well, no, I'm not gonna say very hard, but it might take you a second to get used to it, right? So remember that one M1 string we did earlier, right? The 4 M1s, hold space, M1 again, and it knocks the character up into the air like this, okay? Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. So we're pretty much gonna have a variation of this, except we're gonna turn it into an air combo as well, right? What you want to do is do the exact same combo: 4 M1s, hold space, M1 again, so 5 M1s in total. And then once they're in the air, you double jump and then you M1 them again. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, M1, M1, mink. You see that? Yeah. And then you can continue the combo from there. You know, you can continue the combo from there. So let's try that again, okay? Remember, 4 M1s, hold space, M1 again. He's gonna get knocked into the air, double jump, and then M1 him again in the air, right? So like so. So let's try that again, right? And this time I'm gonna try and mix in some combos with it as well, or mix in some moves with it as well, should I say. So we're gonna do something like this, take him in the air, yep, mink, 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 and I'm gonna M2 here, and then I'm gonna use the scissors or the rock, and that did a pretty decent amount of damage. Obviously, with other characters and stuff, you can do even more damage, right? So there's a bunch of different other combo potential, like even with Gon, right? For example, you'd want to do something like this. You use his 4th move like so, and then you can just combo it into, you know, the regular string, take him into the air, do something like this, mink. Okay, of course that missed somehow, some way. So yeah, as you can see, that was just a crazy combo. That was just a random combo I just came up with right now, and it did almost 80-90% of his health, you know? So like, the combo potential is just crazy with the different characters and stuff like that. Bro, some characters obviously have a bit more potential than others, but it doesn't matter because you can still, you know, compete with each other, you know? So it's not that bad. So now moving on to the tips and tricks section, right? And there's only gonna be 2 main ones, I feel. But one, if you're attacking or if you want to M1 somebody, don't just rush in and M1 them like this. Do not do that, okay? I mean, you can, and it works in some cases, but a lot of the times what you really want to do is something like this, okay? So if you're fighting an opponent, you want to maybe block and then dash towards them and then M1 and do your combo like that, okay? You don't want to just blindly rush into them and M1 because they're going to counter you usually. So what you want to do is just kind of press Q whenever you see an opening, dash towards them, and M1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something like that, okay? And now moving on to the second tip, which is a really good tip as well. What you want to do in this one is kind of weird because you have to get the timing of it down. You have to know when to use it in the match and stuff like that. So, but one that you can do is a jumping kickflip, essentially, right? So if you jump and hold space and then press M1, you're gonna do an animation like this. And it takes the opponent up in the air, and that's really good because the hitbox is much better than the regular M1s, and you can just kind of do it from afar as well. So you can be like over here, dash, jump, and M1 like that, Mo. And like, it's crazy. It's crazy and it's really good, and a lot of times people don't expect it because, you know, if you do it randomly at times, they're gonna be like, what the hell, where's he going? Like, whoa, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, again, jump, dash, M1, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but you want to hold space throughout that as well. So if you don't hold space and you do that, it kind of does like a weird kick or a punch like that. So that's gonna be it for this combo guide. I just showed you guys the basic combos and stuff like that, but if you guys want me to do a how to pick your main video, let me know in the comments down below. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Maybe show some love, you know. But yeah, see y'all boys in the next one. Later.